Hey, happy Sunday. How y'all doing? I'm out here on the lake having a nice Sunday. I just want to come through and share a video with you guys really quick. It's a prophetic dream that I had. I had this dream about a month ago when I took a nap, and God showed me hell. God actually took me to hell in my sleep. But what reminded me of the dream, let me put this phone down. What reminded me of the dream was that the other day I received, I'm gonna have to get close. I received a confirmation from one of my homegirls who she has a lot of prophetic dreams, and we were just talking, and that wasn't even a subject. And I was telling her, I was like, God showed me hell before, and she was like, oh girl, God done took me all down through there. And I'm like, what? Because in my dream, um he just we he just kind of like peeped in hell, if that makes sense. But anyway, I'll get into that in a moment, how that ties into my story. So God showed me hell one time. I took a nap, and in a dream, he was, see, the spirit knows things that we don't know. So I could feel that God was behind me, and I peeped into hell. I was looking down into hell, and all of a sudden I heard all these vicious screams, and I could see it was very dark, but I knew people were reaching up, like, oh, I could hear like the most violent, scariest screams, like the most horrible screams, like they're being tortured or whatnot. And I just knew that God was behind me in it, and I knew like these people saw a light, like they saw a light when God opened up hell and he let me peep into it. So then God told me, he was like, I don't answer them. So it was very dark. I know people were reaching up to him, and he was like, I don't answer them anymore. He told me to come back and tell the people that I don't answer them anymore. So just know, in earth, even when you think you're going through hell or situations seem horrible, we have a chance in this life to be redeemed. We have a chance to be forgiven. And one thing I know, that God is love. And he wanted me to tell you all that, God is love, but on a deeper level, in hell, there is no God. So therefore, there is no love. So the only thing that they can feel in hell, the only feelings there are in hell, is torture, misery, depression, stress, everything that is not of God, everything that is not love, everything that is opposite of love. So here on earth, even when times are bad, we still have God. So therefore, we still have love, and we still have another chance. So then when I talked to my homegirl, I said, yeah, God showed me hell, and it was so scary. And I was asking God not to take me there anymore. And I was scared to go in. And she was like, oh, girl, I've been all down through there. And I was like, what? And she was like, yeah. And then she said, I was walking around, and because I asked her, I was like, well, what was it like? What did you see? She was like, I was walking around, and it's like really dark. And she was like, and it just don't end. I was just walking around in circles, walking around in circles. And then she said, but I could see a light, and I couldn't get to it. And that's when the siren just went off. I'm like, oh my gosh. So God showed us two different point of views. She was down in there in her dream, and God showed me, he allowed me to peek in, and I'm like kind of overlooking hell. But yeah, like I said in the beginning, I could tell that God was behind me, and when he opened up hell to look in, God was the light. And they were screaming, wanting to get to the light, just like she said. She was like, I could see the light, but I just couldn't get to it. So And also in the Bible it says, you know, and that's what we were talking about. We were like, you know, you can't see the face of God and live. So in my dream, God, I knew God was behind me. And you always know when it's a godly presence, or if it's an angelic presence, or if it's something that's good, because God is good. There's just this comfort feeling. So my spirit knew that it was God. So in short, because my video is about to cut off, God is love. We